Shout out to the room.
You were looking so good to me the night we met. I could not see how deep you were. Penetrate my heart. Now that some time
I'm always doing something. Shout out to everybody walking in. Here we go.
I never wanna be apart. Oh no. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, when do I wanna love you?
Every day.
When do I wanna see you?
All the time. Uh-oh.
When do I wanna love you? When do I wanna see you? Someday.
She want all of my time, I have none left. Sunrise to sunset, obsessed. I feel the same, but I gotta handle biz first.
Microphone check. Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Just act normal. Let me just take off some of that excess lip gloss on the inside. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Monday. It is Monday, December 12th. I told you never pass me anything this way, because if I don't grab it from you, or you happen to slip, this whole thing gets shut down. You got to pass it to me from this way, okay? Is there anything else that I had with this next to it? Can you bring my water from the table, please? It's right there. Shout out to the room. Shout out to the whole room. We're back. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to see you. Good job. Thank you, Sonny. I love you. Okay. All right. Listen, there's always something going on over here. We're always in movement, but that's okay. I'm glad you're here. I didn't see you all this morning, so there's a lot. I saw you this afternoon, though. I saw you all this afternoon, but you know what? I'm excited for today's show because this man he's let me see, what does he call himself again? An online aggressive fat loss professional. That's who we have coming on. His name is Jay Jackson. So here we go, everybody. Get your drinks. It's been a while, couple of days. And you know what to do. Go by the bar, get something healthy. I've got green and red juice in rotation tonight. Okay, everybody? Let's just take a deep breath. And let's get into it.
Finally, a show with an array of topics. I mean, she talks about it all. The Natasha Simona Sequence, Evening Edition, begins now.
Shout out to the room. Shout out to the room. Hey, everybody. I hope you had a good weekend. I'm going to tell you what I'm drinking in a few minutes or a few seconds. So get yourself together. I'm just putting some highlights there. Shout out to the room. Hope you had a good day. Shout out to the whole room. Hey, everybody. It's Monday evening. It's the 12th. We've got 10, 11, 12. 13 days until Christmas. Did I do my math right? Hello? Hello? Can y'all hear me loud and clear? Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me so I can talk to you? First and foremost. Hey T Phipps. Hey everybody. Hey Roses baby. Mrs. Preston. Hey everybody. I hope you got your drinks together. Jay Jackson is about to walk through the door. But until then, I want to talk to you about a couple of things. Shout out to my bartenders. I've got 2 for today because today was a hell of a day. So I said, I called the agency. I was like, you better send me 2 of your best people. I need personality and I need the looks. So I'm getting the looks. I don't know. These two I might want every day this week. Y'all are cute. The drinks are flowing. I have sorrel. This, I want to say, is the last. I'm drinking it from my Tasha Troops tumbler. And this is the last bit of sorrel that I have left until Christmas, until I make it myself. My mom made this one when she was here. So this is the last bit. Everybody, let's sip together. Let's cheers to today is Magic Monday, Miraculous Monday, Magical Miraculous Monday. And it definitely was a Monday of some kind of mayhem earlier. Sometimes it could be a messy Monday too, but we're going to call it Miraculous Monday. I want to cheers to everybody. Have a great week. Have a successful week. Have a week of peace. And if there's anything that's causing disruption in your world, I wish you moments of miracles and just everything that you need to change your rainy days into days of sunshine. Okay, everybody, cheers. Let's drink together. Damn it, my straw has a hole in it. It's gonna piss me off the whole show. Yeah, this is really gonna irritate me. Hold on. That's better, but then my straw's gonna fall down. Hold on. Okay, this is gonna piss me off. All right, cheers, everybody. Listen, if you caught me live midday, I wanted to check in. We talked about some stuff, so we're not going to go over that again. We're just going to keep the show rolling because, hey, Declan, shout out to the whole room because our guest is about to walk in here. He's hot. He's got about 15 abs going, or 16, right? Because it's the even number. Thank you, sir. Can you take this straw, though? This straw, I ripped it. Here, be careful with this spilling on the carpet. Thank you so much. Shout out to my 13-year-old son. Sonny, I'm playing these air horns for you. There you go. I know you couldn't hear it, but just smile so I can see you acknowledging the air horns. Let me see your face. Oh, you heard it? Hello. Twist it the other way. Twist what the other way? What did I do? Okay, I don't know. I missed it. Listen, everybody. I don't know what I was about to say, but happy birthday to anybody. Sonny, can you close the door all the way? I get nervous. If today is your birthday, happy birthday. So let me know in the chat if today is your birthday. Happy birthday to you. If today's your husband's birthday, your wife's birthday, your coworker, your boss, your teacher. If today's your side piece's birthday. Rick hates when I say that. But we got to show love to the side pieces. Y'all, listen, you all are not invisible. So if today's your birthday too, happy birthday. Happy birthday to everybody in here. If today's your anniversary, happy anniversary. And if you woke up this morning and you looked at that old rag that's next to you and you said, I can't do this not one more second, and you went to the divorce court, well, congratulations on your new life ahead. Shout out to the room. Declan says, when are we gonna go live, Tasha? Well, we could go live one day. Not today, Declan. I can't do it today, but if you want, you can cam up tomorrow morning. We can cam up tomorrow morning. Okay. Shout out to the room. Declan said his birthday is on Friday, I believe, and I saw somebody else say that it was their birthday. So when it's your day, let me know and I'll sing to you live. Hello? There's a couple of things going on in the news. I know earlier when I was chatting with you all, I want to say it was T-Fips. Was it T-Fips that said, if I was going to cover the story on Rick Party? Not the story on Rick Party. I pulled up a message. You know when you're thinking about something and then you say something else? I swear to God, I'm looking at a message and I was thinking about the story that has nothing to do with this man. Oh God. That's so bad. But the story on Derek Jackson, right? Is there a way that I can possibly recover from this? Probably not. Moving on. Just act normal, everybody. So the story about Derek Jackson, let's just act normal, everybody. Just act like that did not happen. I got to get myself right over here because I am going to do something in a second. Do we all know who Derek Jackson is? I thought you was dropping tea on your executive producer. Ciao. Please don't get me in hot water. I need my executive producer. Lord, fraudulent slip. I swear, no. I'm literally looking at a message right here. I said, let me pull up. And so his text messages, I got to see when he communicates, I gotta see it right in front of my face. And so, sorry, just act normal. Hold on, let me get this other thing out of my face. By the way, if you don't have two-factor authentication on all of your stuff, please do that. Just thought I'd remind you as I was doing something. So here's the deal. If you all care about this story, but if you don't, just sit tight. This guy, Derek Jackson, he's a social media relationship content creator. I can't call him an expert because, the first time I ever saw him was a couple of years ago. Prior, remember, what's the guy's name that just passed away? Hold on, give me a second. Let me remember his name. Shit. He just died in May. I can think of every other name. He used to dress really nice. Why am I remembering part of his name? Samuels. Kevin Samuels. Thank you, everybody. I don't know how I forgot this man's name. I was like, it's a Samuels. So before we all caught, or before Kevin Samuels became like this viral sensation, he was doing his thing before, but he wasn't like known on a wider scale, right? So there was Derek Jackson, brown skinned guy, would always talk about relationship stuff in his pickup truck. Remember him? Or you know who I'm talking about? Young kid. He looks like he's not even 40 years old yet, but he used to sit in his truck and give everybody all this unsolicited relationship advice. And it's like, okay, like, are you even married? Like, where are you coming from with all this? But nonetheless, I never was a fan of his. There was something very icky about him. There was something very, very icky about him that it never stuck to me. I'm like, he's a decent looking guy, but he looks like he's got a whole lot of self-esteem issues. He's barely 30, right? Something about him just didn't sit well with me, and I was just like, what is it? And I from jump, I was just like, this guy, it seems like something is going on in his life, right? It was in front of his side chick's house. Is that where he used to do his relationship advice? Allegedly. Allegedly. But it turns out that he did end up cheating on his wife, and I'm probably just refreshing a lot of you, but for those of you who don't know, this man ended up cheating on his wife. She is a Bible-thumping, God-fearing, Holy Ghost woman. Shout out to everybody in here who's of the church. And they did this whole coming out video exposing the story and talking about it and professing their love in front of us. It looked like a whole bunch of wish-washy foolishness. And she was sitting there with her bonnet on. I don't know why he had his wife looking crazy like that on camera. Now, mind you, I've been on live with my bonnet on, but that is all like we know each other here. But trust and believe, I'm not about to, this was her first coming out. This is our first time seeing her, and she's sitting there with a bonnet on. She looked sad. And I mean that. She looked sad. Chanel says, I'm of the church. I believe in God. I believe in God too, but there's levels to it. Right? Aren't there levels to it? There's I believe in God. I go to church every Sabbath or Sunday or whatever day. I am Orthodox, such and such and such. You know what I'm saying? I think there's levels to religion. I'm just saying. It's all weird to me because there's only, there's one God, but there's levels to how this religion situation works out. But, shout out to everybody who's of different layers of the church. Back to what I was saying. So she's sitting there looking sad. For real. And we're all watching, and he's got a grip on her. I was like, what is this? It was just so messy. I was like, see, this is why. And let me tell y'all something. I'm going to open a tab real quick. Oh shit, our guest is about to come. I'm going to talk more about this when he leaves. But let me tell y'all something. You better be very careful who you follow on these things and the advice that you're taking from people, because this man was caught cheating yet again. And after he was caught by that other social media blogger down the road and across the street that I will never name here, you guys can have fun with that in the comments. She outed him. I don't know. I've got more to say on that, but right now I'm trying to get my fat right. I said that. So right now, let me see what y'all are saying. The way she was talking in that video, I think God might want to have a chat with her. We're going to get back into this. So stick around after the show, to be continued, because I do want to talk about Kanye. You know, our cousin. Hello, be nice. So everybody straighten up. I did tell you all to bring your workout clothes and get your mind right, because tonight's guest is all about that. He is a fitness expert. He is an author, and he coins himself as the online aggressive fat loss professional. So walking in the door, sir, you cannot bring those weights in here right now. We are doing a whole conversation. You're not going to be working out live. Relax. With all 16 of your... Hello? It's all greased up and everything. So he's walking in the door. His name is Jay Jackson, not to be confused with Derek Jackson. Jay Jackson is walking in the door, everybody. So straighten up. Let's get right. And he said he's not drinking alcohol. Okay. He said he wants an order of green juice. Here we go, everybody. Let's
Evening edition. Tonight's special guest, online aggressive fat loss professional, author seen on Fox, NBC, CBS, and more. Fitness pro Jay Jackson.
Hello.
What up, what up, what up?
Hello there. How are you? Welcome to the Natasha Simona Sequence.
Hey, I'm happy to be here. I appreciate you inviting me on.
Wait, come closer.
Can you hear me now?
No. I can hear you, but it's like the optics change a little bit. Like when you're closer, you're clearer, and then when you go back, you get a little fuzzy, right? Or is that me tripping? Hold on, let me put my glasses on so I could get a better look at you. You're cute. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You disappeared. I said you're cute, and you said nothing. I was like, what happened to our manners here? Hello?
Oh, you didn't hear me. I said I appreciate it.
No, I didn't hear you. Somebody said you look 12. Holy wowzers.
Oh, wow.
This man is 53 years old.
Put another 20 years on it.
Put another 20 years on it?
On what she said, 12.
Yeah, you're okay. Let me look at you. Okay. Hey Jay. Hi. Well, welcome to the show. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good.
Good.
I just
I'm
sitting back watching your show. I'm entertained right now. I'm enjoying it.
Look at you glowing and shining. What you got on your face?
Nothing. You know, this is that youth right here. You know, working out, I'm eating well, living well. You know, that's all that is.
Oh, my audience is coming for you. You better come with the facts and information. I just saw somebody says you got Enfamil on your breast. Woo, the shots. The shots being fired on you tonight. So Jay, it is with no question that you are a youthful young man who takes care of himself. How long have you been in the fitness industry to even qualify to call yourself an online aggressive fat loss professional?
13 years now. Over 13 years, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And who was the inspiration behind you stepping into this world? Because this is a tough industry.
It is. You know, that's a really good question. My inspiration. Well, I'd probably say my dad. You know, he put weights in my hands when I was about 13 years old. And it was really for football, playing sports growing up. And when football, you know, kind of ended for me in college, I said to myself, I'm just going to, you know, make this fitness thing a passion of mine to help people.
So now I saw a couple of people saying, can they handle this community? So I got to warn you. Now, my Tasha troops, my community here, we are of a certain, they No, I love my people, but you know, this is a vintage crowd, a crowd of a certain age. So who is your target audience?
My target audience is mainly men over 30, but I also help women too. I help a lot of women, but they're like go-getters.
So the over 30. And
yeah,
I
100%.
You know what? I'm over 30. I'm 37 and I can't eat the foods that they get mad when I say this, but you know, but it's all love over here. It really is. And to be honest with you, I really cherish my community here because we learn a lot from each other. And sometimes it's a community that's overlooked. When you reach a certain age, it's like
Mm,
nobody wants to talk to you, nobody wants to train you. It's like, okay, go get on your medication and go to sleep, and it's very unfair.
yeah,
And I
right,
think that today's society, it's all about reversing that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, can we
100%.
get clarity on his age? You're 30 something. You
32.
you are 32. Hello? Okay. Hello? Cute. But no, but seriously though, so do you find that with your clients that are over a certain age, they lose motivation and losing weight because their metabolism is not of what they were when they were in their 20s? And how do you
Ah,
keep them motivated?
that's a really good question. So I find a lot of times it's a mental block. A lot of times when I remember back when I was a teenager, people that were 30, they say, "Oh man, wait until you hit 30. You're gonna lose all that." And now I see my clients that are in their 40s and 50s. They're like, "Oh man, Jay, can I still get the look that I want?" But it's really just a mental barrier because there's people in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, on men's health magazines, women's health magazines, looking great, looking the best they've ever looked. And me personally, I look better at 32 than I did at 22.
Okay.
And so,
Okay, well, first of all, you at 32 and me at 37 and my friends in here that are in their mid 50s, we all just rolled our eyes at you, first of all. So let me ask you this. We're coming off of the height of the pandemic. We were all locked in place, eating all kinds of recipes that we found online because we had no choice but to stay home and cook and bake. And a lot of us did not have access to a gym. And if we did, they were closed. So weight has happened to all of us disrespectfully.
yeah.
How did you help any of it, or how did you turn your in-person business to an online resource to help your clients?
So that was a scary time, not gonna lie. I'm still doing a lot of in person actually, and just abruptly out of nowhere they shut the gyms down. And so I made a Facebook group. I had a lot of people follow me on Instagram. I had about 20,000 on Instagram and a couple of thousand people on Facebook, and so I put together a group and I started doing live workouts with everybody inside that group. And then from there, things started kind of opening back up. But a lot of people from that group started asking me, "Hey, I like this convenience, being able to stay at the house or go to the gym and just have kind of like some demonstrations on what to do."
Mhm.
And, that's how I was able to keep people on track and just keep people motivated because a lot of times just staying moving and just having a community of people, which is super important. A lot of people forget about that. Having people that can hold you accountable, encourage you. Um, these are the things that help people that follow me, stay on track during COVID.
And so do you still maintain an online community even though outside is open?
Oh, absolutely. I do.
How often do you, so you do take personal clients, and do you do group classes?
You talking about the online?
Yes.
Yeah. So the online is it's kind of like just imagine it's not necessarily everybody's on a Zoom video or anything like that, but I have a coaching app, and so let's say you were to join my coaching program, I'd map out your nutrition regimen step by step.
What's the
You'd let
name
me know
what's
what
the
type
name of your app?
of Be Profit. It's like an invite only coaching app though. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you map out, so you really dissect your client from head to toe and
Yes.
give them a regimen from diet to, go ahead, let us know, because I don't know if you're aware or not. I don't know if when my executive producer reached out to you, he told you we are on a fitness journey together. um it's called Transform with Tosh, transformation to forever. So everywhere there's a F, that put it for, because we're doing this for 4 months. We're in month 2, and
I like
you
that.
you are officially our very first fitness trainer in this second month, which is where we're going to be incorporating fitness and everything else. And so it's important to hear from you because we're at the beginning of winter. A lot of people live
Hmm.
on the East Coast. They're losing their motivation to go to the gym. They don't have anything, or they think they don't have anything in their house. And
Right.
so I really want you to let us know how we can continue this fitness journey and not feel discouraged while we are heading straight into another holiday with yummy foods and hot chocolates and things like that.
I love it. Well, first off, I want to tell people this. You can still eat good food and drop weight and look and be healthy. Look great and be healthy. The thing I do with my members, I tailor their meal plan to support their goals and their food preferences and things like that. None of the starvation stuff, none of the eating 6, 7 super small meals a day where you feel like you're starving every single meal. It's laid out in a way that supports you, along with the workout plan. And so when people join, they're letting me know how many days a week they want to work out, how much time they can work out. And so when they hit the gym, they see the whole workout program laid out, but they see video demonstrations of me doing exercises. And so that way they're not looking crazy at the gym, not knowing how to do it properly.
What about people
Um,
at home that are limited in just equipment? What advice do you have for us, where we just might have a couple of bands or,
yeah.
we want to order stuff? Like, what do you say about using materials around the house?
Oh, absolutely. Something is better than nothing. If you're at home, I suggest you get some dumbbells, some resistance bands, a yoga mat. Those are like some simple things that you can do, and you can pretty much take those with you on the road if you're going to a hotel to do work or just traveling. These are just super convenient things if you're not wanting to go to the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So my goal, so this all started with me, right? And I had a doctor on who does a lot of weight loss programs and books and all of those things. And I said,
gotcha.
listen, doc, I'm trying to lose a significant amount of weight. I really want to lose 60 pounds. And so this is really where it all started. And I turned to my audience and I said, I just need one accountability partner. Now I've got like 70. Um, no, it's actually pretty cool. It's a really big responsibility. And this is my first time I'm doing anything like this. So, there are some kinks that when I do round two will be worked
Gotcha.
out. But I feel like when you're on a fitness journey, when it comes to food, when it comes to fitness, when it comes to mental health, I think it's all wrapped up in one. Because if your mental health is off, you're gonna turn to some comfort foods. The comfort foods, you might eat in excess, and then there goes your time to work out. So it's all like a domino effect, right?
So true.
But I have an issue when it comes to consistency when it comes to the gym.
Mm,
And I am a fanatic when I go to Marshall's and I go to the checkout line and they've got like the waistbands and they've got the workout bands and they've got the
yeah.
dumbbells. I like looking cute in the gym, so I have a good amount of sports bra and tights and everything like that.
Right.
But what can you speak on when it comes to motivation and actually now putting those things to use or actually going to the gym? How do you keep your clients, how do you keep their spark going? Because the first, what would you say is the trajectory on how this works? Like, what's that break? First week, second week, 1 month? Like, how do we stay there excited?
So it comes down to a couple of things. One, you have to have a support system. You want to have people, because when we're just getting started, yeah, we may be a little bit excited about our goal, but it's nothing like having, your best friend next to you or somebody else that's wanting to accomplish the same, if not just a similar goal. And so now you have a little bit of competitive, friendship going
Are
on.
you aggressive when you train?
Mm, some people say that, but I'm not necessarily like the. Have you heard of what's that guy's name? The bald head guy. I can't remember his name. I'm not gonna curse my members
Rick
out
Party,
or
the
yell at them.
ball guy?
No, not Rick. What's that guy's name? He wrote a book. David Goggins. That's his name.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not that army or marine type guy, but the workouts it speaks for itself. I'll say that.
What do you say what do you say? I've had trainers, and I'm not a trainer kind of girl. I'm just gonna be real with you.
Yeah.
Like, trainers don't excite me. And
Right.
so when Rick told me that you were one of his trainers, I was shocked. I was like,
Oh yeah.
first of all, like, aren't you? Sidebar to everybody watching, I might get in trouble, but I will sacrifice this moment to let you know that Rick Party, my executive producer, is an actual certified fitness trainer. And so I was shocked to know that he himself had a trainer. He was like, yeah, the trainer needed a trainer. So do
Yeah.
you have a trainer as well? Or do you,
I've had trainers in the
you've had
past.
trainers in the past?
Yeah.
So again, now I go back to asking you, you're a very young man, you've got some good energy to you. What was it like training the trainer? Like, Rick knows his stuff. Like, he don't need a trainer. So now you're now training him. He knows his stuff. He's a man of a certain age. What was it like for you to train him? Like, you could be his son.
Well, Rick, he was coachable. I'll say that. And
Hold
most times
on.
people
What
get
is, wait, wait,
coachable.
wait. I might need this as a soundbite. Hold on one second. Let me turn up my. Oh, what? Rick is what? Go. Please start over. Rick, what?
Rick was coachable. He went from teacher to student, and I became the teacher, and everything I told him, he did it. He may have had some sweat dripping off his forehead, but he got the job done.
I really love to know that. So I'll definitely be using this against him in the future. So coming back to what I was telling you. So when I told the doctor I wanted to lose 60 pounds,
Mhm.
my target and stubborn areas, first of all, I have very large breasts. Just act normal, okay? You've heard this before. My breasts get in the way. So there's certain exercises that I just don't feel confident doing, like jumping rope and things like that, because they hit me in my neck. And then I just don't want to do it anymore.
Right.
My stomach area is one of my issues, and my back fat. Now, I will say this. I've got a lot of muscle under, I've got a lot of muscle, I've got a lot of muscle under my fat. And I'm just trying to find a way for my muscle to start playing, peak and
Mhm.
not boo and disappear. So, what advice do you have for someone like me of a plus size girl?
I got you. I got you. Just know that your situation is common. Like I hear a lot of I've had a lot of men and a lot of women who, they have a little bit of extra weight on them, and they want to drop weight. They want to be leaner. They want to be more toned. And I find that most times people go straight to working out. They do hire a trainer, and that's great. You're putting in the time, you're putting in the effort, you're at least trying, because most people don't even try.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but here's what most trainers don't tell people. Most trainers they're just going to work you out. They're going to lift weights with you. You'll tell them, hey, I want to get rid of this gut. And so they'll say, okay, well, just start doing ab workouts. But
But
your
what
ab
can
work
you give
is,
me an ab workout regimen? Can you like share a regimen that we can be like, okay, we trust Jay?
oh, 100%. I'll tell you. I want to get to your first question, though, because
Okay, sorry.
this is
Sorry, I'm the
worth
queen of tabs.
this is worth the whole podcast right here. If you want to slim down your body
Mm-hmm.
and you want to get leaner, whether you want to have abs or just a flat stomach, you want to, what I say is look good naked. When you take your clothes off too, you gotta dial in your nutrition, because nutrition is the easiest way, the simplest way, without you suffering in the gym, without you killing yourself in the gym for hours, to get that weight off. Like my members, they drop 25 to about 35 pounds in 12 weeks. It's the nutrition that's doing the work. I have them lifting, I have them working out 3 to 4 days a week, but it's the nutrition that helps them drop the weight.
Okay. And so what are your thoughts? I know you mentioned earlier about, not starving yourself and also not eating like a whole bunch of micro meals a day, like 6, 7 meals. Like, and I've seen that. And, I tell people I am the queen of diet fads. Like, I think I've done it all. Back in the day, I used to take I forget the name of it. It starts with the S. So all these diet
Yeah,
pills, I would like,
yeah.
I was on all of them, and it was, phase one, phase two, phase three. Then it was like, I can't even remember them at this point, and it drove me crazy. I lost weight, but I looked nuts, and I was like fidgeting and shaking because the caffeine content was so high.
Mm,
I've done the cabbage diet. I've done the, drink water for 25 days. I've done it
mm,
all.
yeah,
And
yeah.
most recently, someone advised me to eat grapes and drink lemon juice concentrate.
Mm,
And I got so sick,
yeah.
like delirious sick. Things were coming out of my mouth, of my behind, like I was shaking and sweating. I didn't know, like I was like, just send me a toilet so I can do both at the same damn time. Like it was really, really bad. So I from that moment, I said, you know what? I'm never doing another fad again, because when you do these fads, you might reach your your weight loss expectation for that moment, and then I think you gain more weight than when you started. And
Absolutely.
I tell everybody here, like, I will never introduce a fad but a lifestyle. So what do you say to those fads, and how often do you recommend eating, the ratio to eating and working out?
Yeah, that's a good question. You asked some really good questions. Uh, so I hope y'all are taking notes because she's asking me questions that people pay me thousands of dollars to learn.
Hello.
And so there is no right or wrong number of meals to eat per day. It really comes down to you. What I tell people is you want to look at dropping body fat or just losing weight in general. It's like energy management. If we don't eat any food, what's going to happen to our energy? We're going to be super tired, extremely tired.
Well, I was
Probably going to want to
tired.
go to sleep.
I was like in bed, and I was like, I can't even function. Like one day I couldn't do anything with my kids because I was so, like, I was delirious. And I'm like, I told the person, I said, and this, mind you, this person was not a certified expert. And then I realized that this person got it
Mm,
from some guy online. So that's why I
wow.
tell my audience all the time, like, even me, if you hear me say something, or if you're watching someone and they're giving you advice on your health, you really have to fact check the information before you do it. So it turns out that this person was not an expert. This person, didn't even have the facts of this, and they got it from some other person online. And I was just like, okay, I'm never doing this again. So, you
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? So, what
yeah,
is there a time that you tell your clients to either start eating or stop eating, like intermittent fasting?
that's good. So I do something called cyclical fasting. I know it sounds kind of
Hold on, let me
crazy.
write that down because I never heard of that. Cyclical
Yeah,
fasting.
right. This is a method that I discovered after, I went to college for exercise science. So I studied exercise and nutrition in college at Georgia State University. And then I stepped on stage as a bodybuilder. I won a couple of trophies as a bodybuilder. And I
Really?
found out, yeah, you see that trophy back there? That's one of the
Oh,
trophies I won.
oh, keep bragging. Go on.
Yeah, yeah, I got to throw them out there. I want people to know that, you brought somebody on that's credible. So,
Yes.
you know,
Hello? That's what
it's
we
it's
do
a
here.
thousand,
Hello?
right? It's 1,001 trainers out here. Everybody and their mom want to be a trainer, but nobody has the receipts to back it up. And so,
Hold on a minute.
um,
Hold on. Go on. Go on. Go on.
yeah. So my biggest thing is with cyclical fasting. There's two parts to it. You hear about a lot of different fasts. Some people they don't eat anything for a couple of days, and then you have the more like the intermittent fasting where people they fast for 16 hours and they have an 8-hour eating window.
Right.
That's what most people know about. That's the one that I stumbled across, and I started doing that after I got done bodybuilding because I didn't want to eat 6, 7 small meals all day no
Mm-hmm.
more. I got tired of it, and so I would eat around 12 and stop eating around 8 p.m. Okay, I eat around 12 noon, stop eating around 8 p.m. Got a solid 8 hours in there, and then the hours outside of that, I just drink water, or earlier in the morning I drink some iced coffee, and it's not a
Black
magic bullet.
black iced coffee, right?
There
No
you
sugar,
go.
no.
There
Okay.
you go. Absolutely. And so that's the first part of it. That's the fasting part. And then the second part of it, the whole cyclical approach, I like eating carbs. Like people see my stories, they'll see me eating steak and French fries. I love eating steak and French fries.
We can
Tacos.
eat
I love
bread.
eating tacos.
We can lose weight
Absolutely.
eating carbs.
I've been telling you this. I've been telling you. You can eat whatever you want to eat. It's all
Baby.
about energy management. I'm telling you. I'm giving y'all some game right now. And so here's how we do the whole energy management part of it. On the days, do you know anybody who played sports growing up?
Yeah, well, I used to run track.
Gotcha. So, and I did too. And so what happens to a lot of people is when they played sports, they were active
Hmm.
all the time. And then what happens most time after people stop playing sports? They balloon up and gain a lot of weight.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because they're eating the same way that they did when they played sports, and now they're not as active anymore. And
Right.
so, and so with my cyclical fasting approach, the second part outside of the fasting, the days we work out are the days we can eat a little bit more food. But the days we don't, why do we need to eat as much?
Right.
We just cut back on the starchy carbs. We don't eat as much starchy carbs. And so now that's how we're able to drop body fat without starving, without giving up good food, and without feeling like we're suffering. And so
Mm.
that's the method that I use to help my members drop weight. And pretty much what I do too.
So how many times a day do you recommend, like for someone like me, like I would like to say I'm on an aggressive path right now, just because,
Okay.
I would like to drop this weight by February. Um,
Okay.
so for people who have goals, like immediate goals, reasonable goals, not, I'm trying to lose 25 pounds by next week, Friday,
Right.
how many times a day or a week do you recommend exercising or aggressive exercising?
So exercising, lifting weights 3 to 4 days a week is all you need. And then like as far as like cardiovascular, like cardio, you could do that pretty much every day. Like right now, I'm doing a 1 mile a day challenge with a group of people. And it's really just to get people into momentum of just, doing something, being active.
One
And
mile a day?
1 mile a day. It takes 18 to 25 minutes, depending on how fast you want to walk.
Hmm.
And it's better than nothing. And that
Okay.
and it's not just for dropping weight neither. The cardio is most people look at cardio as just let me just get this weight off.
Hmm.
But cardio has other benefits too: mental health, heart health. A lot of people in our culture dealing with that heart disease, high blood pressure. My grandfather he passed away when he was 46 years old because he was overweight, and
What?
he had a stroke. And had he been doing these lifestyle habits that I'm sharing right now, just walking, not even running, not even doing these crazy acrobatic things you see on YouTube and all over Instagram, just walking makes your heart stronger, you know.
Wow.
And then just lifting weights or doing some type of strength training, 3 to 4 days a week.
So can I ask you this? And I don't know if this is anything you specifically specialize in per se, but I do know some people who recently just had surgery on their knees, on their hips. I do know someone who is wheelchair bound. How can we get them in motion?
So there's certain things out there where you can like they have arm ergometers, depending on what's wrong with them. Like if they can't use their legs, they have machines where you can literally just use your
Like
arms
rowing
and do cardio
while
like a
sitting.
bike. Yeah, absolutely. There you go. They can do those things. If something's wrong with their arms and they have their legs, they can cycle, or they
Okay.
can go to water aerobics and do things in the pool.
Oh, I love doing water aerobics.
Hmm.
That's my favorite. I lose a whole ton of weight in the pool.
Yeah,
Quick,
you'll
like
drop it
quickly.
super quick. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, you did mention that you do have an online program. How can we, check out some of your packages and join in, and what do you have to offer for us to scope you out?
Gotcha. That's so. My coaching programs. If you want to know more about the coaching program in general, normally I hop on phone calls with people because
Like a
here's another
discovery call?
secret. Yeah, kind of like a discovery call, not like pressure sales. I legit have to know if I can help the person because if I
Okay.
can't help them, I'm going to point them in another direction.
I love
But
that you don't just take every single person and it's like, I can help you, and your mama. Okay.
not at
So,
all.
so you hop on a call. So you don't, okay, go on. I'm sorry. Go on. I'm listening.
Yeah, so we hop on the call, and so I can understand their situation. But if they're not in a place where they are ready for that one-on-one coaching, to where I map out the nutrition and the workouts, I have a ton of information on my social media. If you
Yeah.
pull up my Instagram page, you'll see tons of workouts on there where you'll at least be able to learn how to do proper form with these, different exercises. Whether you want to work your upper body, your abs, your legs, your butt, your back, the whole nine. You see
Hmm.
the different workouts on there. And then maybe we can set up some type of group, where, you're just for your community, we could put a group together and we can figure out how I can add value to your community.
I would love that.
Yeah, let's do
I
it.
would absolutely love that. Okay. So you and I will talk behind the scenes and we can set up something. And I think that would be great. And do you and before you go, I want to get into two things. One, I want you to talk about your book. You do
Okay.
have a book, Gut to Abs, 18 Secrets to Flatten Your Stomach Fast.
Yeah. So I actually have two. This is the
Oh,
second one that I didn't promote that much. But
well, promote it here. Let's
right.
get into it.
And so this is the first one that you're referring to, Gut to Abs, right? This is my first one. I think I wrote this one back in about 2 years ago.
In the height
All about
of the pandemic.
absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
And so during the pandemic, like I said, I was like, oh, I don't know what's gonna happen. And so I started, just building my skill set, learning how to write, learning how to create content.
Hmm.
And as I was learning, I said, let me write a book. I know so much. Why haven't I written a book yet? And so that's what made me write that book. And also because so many people struggle with belly fat. That's the number one thing people slide in my DMs for.
Oh
Man,
my
how can I
God.
get rid of this
My
gut?
abs
And so,
are there though. It's just the fat on top of it is keeping it warm.
it, and that's what a lot of people's situation is. They want to get rid of that gut. They want to get rid of the belly fat.
And so your book
Um,
is explaining workouts. Is there food in there? Like it's got like
oh yeah,
the whole
it,
package. Okay.
it
And we can find that where?
on Amazon.com. It
Okay.
literally takes maybe 30 minutes to read this whole book. I made it short, straight to the point, and foods that you can eat. Obviously people have different, allergies and things like that, and so you want to, talk to your physician on what you can and can't eat. But everything's in there. Workouts. I give away the gold inside the book.
Okay. And you said 18 secrets. So how many days consistently in reading your book do you think that someone can pick up a copy and start seeing results just from reading your book
The first
and working on it?
the first week.
The first week? I'm gonna hold
I
you to it.
I've
I'm gonna
literally
order
had
my book. I'm gonna
I've
order my
literally
book.
had coaching clients read my book. I remember when I first wrote it, and I gave it to a couple of my members, and they're like, "You just gave away the whole program in the book." and,
Really?
um, and yeah, it's all in there.
Okay.
A lot of people are not aware of, but yeah, it is.
Listen, we're small but we're mighty over here. So once we start ordering this book, we're gonna hold you to it. And you said you have a second book. Are you in
Oh
promotion
yeah,
with that one now? Like, is it available?
it is. Both are. So the
Okay.
second one is lies, 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 16 big fat lies about weight loss. And so I wrote this particular book because there's so many misconceptions in the fitness industry that I encountered too. Think people thinking that they have to wake up extremely early in the morning to work out when they don't. They can work out whenever they want to. Don't make a difference if you walk a mile in the morning or if you do it in the afternoon even. It's totally up to you. Thinking people think that carbs make them fat. I thought that too, but there's so many misconceptions and myths in the fitness industry. I just wanted to bundle all those misconceptions up and put them into a book. And that's what that one is.
Okay, and the second one. Okay, so the first book, everybody, is called Gut, G-U-T, to Abs. Gut to Abs. I'm gonna put all this in the link in my bio, so that we know what's going on. So Gut to Abs, and the second book is called Lies, Lies, Lies. The author is our wonderful guest, Jay Jackson. So before you go, I just want to know, what do you recommend any before you go to bed workouts?
That's a good question. I recommend the workout that works the best for you, because some people, they're extremely stressed. They have very stressful jobs, and they may have kids, tough career. And for some people, jumping on live sometimes, it can be mentally taxing. And so going into a workout right after that in the evening before you go to sleep can be tough for some people. And so I tell people, work out at the time that works the best for you. And that takes some self-awareness. I always tell my coaching clients, dropping body fat and just getting in shape in general, it's a self-awareness game. It's all about just understanding and recognizing patterns. For example, if you get bloated, if you wake up one day and you're bloated, what do? You got to say, okay, what did I eat last night to make me feel bloated this morning? You know? And same thing with workouts. You may work out in the morning, but if you notice, let's say you work out in the morning for a week, you're like, man, it's just not getting any better. Let me try the afternoon time. You try the afternoon. If you feel better, that's what works best for you, and stick with that. Until maybe your life changes a little bit and you make some slight adjustments. But that's what it's all about, just learning yourself.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Yeah.
Well, as far as for me, I'm just going to do 100 push-ups before I go to sleep. Is there a number of, not push-ups, sit-ups? Is there a number of sit-ups that you recommend a day? Like one of my friends told me do 1,000 sit-ups every day. I'm like,
1,000?
What? Yeah. I think he's in here too. He literally said, look, lady, do 1,000 sit-ups every single day. And I'm like, I'm going to vomit.
Yeah. So that's kind of like, not necessarily bodybuilder stuff, but a lot of athletes tend to do things like that. But you could do all those sit-ups. You could do 1,000 sit-ups a day. But if your nutrition isn't like it needs to be, your abs are just going to feel super strong, but you still won't be able to see your abs.
Baby, I'm trying to be naked for my birthday.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to help you.
No, I thought you were saying I was trying to see you. I was about to say hello. Listen, my birthday's in May. I'm trying to have as less clothes on as possible next summer. I'm trying to be naked in the wintertime. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't the only one. I'm over here with you.
Listen, so I told them that you have 16 abs. I know we didn't talk about this, and I'm pretty sure Rick didn't pre-screen you on this one. So, seeing is believing.
Seeing is believing. So you want everybody to see it now, live. I don't know. I don't know if y'all can see. I'm just gonna do it while I'm sitting down. Let's see.
Hello?
Y'all might be able to see a little bit. Y'all might be able to see them. Y'all might be able to see the outline of them. Look, you the only person that can get me to do that. Because normally, I ain't doing it. Like, y'all just got to see the social media. But Rick put in a good word for you, and so I'm like, I'll sell out for it. I'm with you.
I hope I didn't disappoint. Listen, you're definitely a pleasure to talk to. You definitely you're delicious bar chocolate to look at. And I'm excited to really get into your program, because I know a lot of us, we have our own challenges, and I'm not, I'm no longer of the fitness world per se. Like, I was an athlete. I had nothing to do with, your sector of things. And I was also very stubborn when it came to trainers, but you are very, very easy to listen to, and I could definitely take guidance from you, and that's important. So I'm from the looks of it, everyone in here was enjoying your conversation. So I would love to work with you behind the scenes to figure something out on how we can get my Transform team to, stay motivated. It's getting cold outside. I don't know where you live, but I know a lot of my audience, they're looking at snow outside right now. So I'm looking
I got
forward to that.
I got
Okay,
you.
so everybody, we have Jay Jackson right here. He coins himself as the online aggressive fat loss professional. We definitely will have him back. We can learn more about his programs that he has to offer. If you are interested in, getting on his calendar, please follow him right now. If you haven't done so already, make sure. What's the best way to contact you? A direct message or
Yeah,
email?
yeah, just
Direct message?
direct message. Instagram, at J Jackson Official. Yeah.
Okay, so at Jay Jackson Official for everybody who's not watching live, I will tag his name in the caption. So if you're watching this on the replay, he is tagged in the caption. If you're watching this live, just click the drop down, follow him right now. And we will definitely have him back so that we can, gather a nice little group and have a conversation. I think this would be a great introduction to you, your program, and just get us moving all together. Jay's books. That's currently. Are you still in Barnes and Noble or only on Amazon?
It's on Amazon right now.
Okay, so
Yeah.
on Amazon. So for everybody, I will put those links in my bio. But for right now, if you want to go grab it right now because you just can't wait for me to put it there. His first book is called Gut to Abs, and his second book is called Lies, Lies, Lies. So I'll be getting that. Jay,
Hey,
is
I
there anything else
appreciate
that
it.
we can support you on right now?
Uh, I think the biggest thing is some people call me Action Jackson from time to time. And
Hello.
so the reason I say that is because there's so much information online. There's so much. And a lot of people don't realize we have everything we need in this day and age. It's just all over the place. And hopefully I've done a good job of just kind of condensing down the main things people need to focus on. And so don't try to take everything I just said and, just go all out over the next couple of days, next few weeks. Just take one thing. Just take one thing and just start doing something every single day, every single week. And that action is going to lead to the results you want. And so that's
I like
what
that.
I would say.
I like that. I really like that. I can't wait to have you back on because I still have so many more questions and I'm like, wait, I forgot to ask him this one right here. But I do want you back. I think we all want you back, and you and I will be talking about this separate group for all of us who are doing the Transform with Tosh.
Got you.
Thank you.
Do
What's
it.
your favorite color?
My favorite color is black.
Black. Everybody right now, before Jay runs out of here, he ain't walking, he gonna run. Before he leaves, I want us to fill the chat with all black hearts right now. I really want us to show our gratitude to Jay. He shared his time with us here on the Natasha Simona Sequence. So let's just fill this chat with black hearts. And I like to ask this question because I like to smell. That's my love language. So I just want you to tell me right here on your neck, what does it smell like right here? What you got on?
You can tell?
Yeah, I could tell.
You can
I could
tell?
tell you smell good. What you got on right here?
Gucci guilty.
Oh, let me just tilt your neck for me. Let me see. Let
Right
me.
there.
Yeah. Oh my God, it smells so good. You smell amazing. You smell as good as you look. There goes all the black hearts coming in for you. Thank you, Jay. I hope you had fun.
I did.
I appreciate you so much, and I look forward to talking to you behind the scenes and having you back on.
Absolutely. I appreciate you inviting me on.
Thank you so much. Good night.
All right now.
That was fun. Jay Jackson, everybody. If you have not followed him already and you're like, shoot, what was his IG name? Jay Jackson Official. Jay Jackson Official. Please make sure you are following him. The results on his page with his clients are really incredible. And he's got a really cool laid back personality, right? I like that. I don't like aggressive trainers. You got to wake up every day, and this is what you have to do. You've got to eat. You got to starve yourself. You got to stand on your head. You know what I'm saying? He seems very chill. And he seems really like, there's something calming. There's something motivating in his calmness. Does that make sense? It's like you don't want to disappoint somebody like him. The ones who are really aggressive, you're like, man, your voice and everything can just go to hell. You know what I'm saying? Like there's something very were you guys not hearing me in the big mic? I don't know why. I told you I fidget with cards, right? I fidget with cards. Were you guys not hearing me in the big mic? I really hope that mistake wasn't happening. I hope not. I hope somebody would have told me. But at any rate, why is his app by invitation only? You know what, that should Chanel, you should have asked me, you should have asked that question live when he was here, because I don't know. I think if I can like just assume on a good foot, his app is probably by invitation only because as a trainer, he probably wants to have control of, you know, his different groups and his different sessions. If everybody joins, then he loses that control of knowing who's there and what he's doing. And do you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Like the same way I'm over here trying to figure out how can I isolate the people who are doing the transform with Tosh versus the, you know, the people who don't care about that, who just want a regular show and, you know, okay, follow me on this app. And, you know, by the time I tell you, well, go to this app, here's my link, and now we have everybody else coming in. And does that make sense? So I'm just gonna assume as an educated guess. But yeah, that was a great interview. I'm definitely looking forward. So when I do more, when I talk to him behind the scenes with Rick, we're gonna schedule something that we can get the Tasha troops who's doing the Transform with Tosh, Transform Forever, the 4-month program. It's a 4-month program. For those of you that didn't know, we're in this for 4 months. This is not a fad. This is a lifestyle. So we're not every 2 weeks is not a new group. This is every 4 months. Tosh, did you get my message about the pink book? I didn't, but thank you for looking. After I got off live from earlier, I made a couple of phone calls and, you know, did a little show prepping and you know, adding to my prep and had to go and deal with the kids. So I will be checking all of my messages after the show. I don't think you need to separate. Keep it simple. Yeah, you know what? Shout out to everybody who is doing the Transform with Tosh. You know, I'm very transparent in that. Like, I'm not going to say I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to say that this is actually very different to have a group and me being this group leader and, you know, having all of you as my accountability partner. I seemingly am now an accountability partner for 70 people. 70 people who have signed up to do this with me. Actually, it was 72 people. And then I snuck in a couple who I was just like, okay, like you. But it's definitely like like I said, it's my first time doing something like this. So there are some kinks that we're going to work out and we're going to get right. And you guys are the first inaugural class. I'm going to find a word. But, you know, you're the first group. So you all are like in for life. So anything that I am doing with this whole program, you all have like life membership. You know what I'm saying? Going forward. So you all please, like, you know, if you ever see something that you want me to do or you think I shouldn't do or you think doesn't work or works, you know, don't ever feel afraid to message me and say, I think this works. So shout out to everybody that's in the Facebook group. I know some of you are not in the Facebook group, and that's fine. That's why I'm like, we got to find somewhere that everybody's like, I don't want to download another app. So it's all a work in progress, but trust me, you know, we're building this out together, and the second group will benefit from everything that we build here. And the first group will benefit from everything we do going forward, because y'all are my first. Shout out to the room. I do want to say a special shout out to Auntie Melba Moore that is in the building. I saw her chatting away. I saw all of you chatting away. I want to shout out everybody that's in here. Let me go through my notes and make sure I do not leave off any announcements. There will be a show. You know you're not answering all those messages. Why y'all coming for me? Y'all are coming for me. Jesus Blackman says, for fun. Perhaps I missed out on the first part of your message. I do want to let you all know there will be a show tomorrow morning. Shout out to our friend Steven from Australia. Steven, you are in the building. I just want to say love, and hugs to Steven. If we could put white hearts for him. You know, Steven just went through a transitional moment of his life. I talked about that before with you all. And I don't want to keep resurfacing that, but I did mention it here for you to keep Stephen. His screen name is DJSK28 in your thoughts and prayers. And I'm just really, really happy to see him back and active on social media. Stephen, I don't know if you know, but one of your family members, one of your dear family members reached out to me, and she left me a very, very, very heartfelt, lovely message. And so, without publicly saying her name, I want to shout out your family that may or may not be in here live, but you have a lovely family. So I'm looking forward to being able to touch down in Australia, whatever part of Australia. I forget the part of Australia you're in, but I can't wait to meet you and meet some of your friends. So you got to share me over there in Australia. Hello? Share me in Australia, and let's get the Natasha Simona sequence. Listen, we're going international with this. I already have my connections building over in the UK. Shout out to my godbrother Ian. He does come in here from time to time. So shout out to him. He's really trying to help build my name over there. So our UK connection is growing, and that's all I can. Oh, he's in Melbourne. So okay, so let's get my name circulating in Melbourne, Australia. Stephen, I should connect with you so that I can understand like the times and what's what over there, because I am expanding internationally. Hello? There's a lot of movement happening, and that's really like all of much of what I can say. But I know my UK connection is growing very, very nicely. We have a UK recording artist that will be joining us very soon. But you got to understand the time difference is crazy. And the morning show will consist of a lot of international guests, because when we go on in the morning, they've already got pure solid movement, except for Australia. I think it's the morning time in Australia, right, Stephen? Like this time works for you guys, but something like that. It's something very interesting. But that's why we are working very, very hard on the morning show. So when I take off, don't always think like, oh my God, what's wrong with her? Sometimes I'm like literally on the phone with someone in the UK. Kid you not. Like it'll be 3 a.m, Los Angeles time, and I'm already awake and on the phone and functioning, whether it's somebody in the UK, whether I'm talking to whomever, whatever, So sometimes when I cancel the morning show or reschedule it, just know I'm still awake, and I'm like, I might be functioning in the bed with like my earpiece on talking or something like that. But I'm excited. I'm excited about everything that we're doing here. Shout out to Nisa. Shout out to Nisa in the building. She said, Nyeh. Oh, is it? Thanks, niece. Good looking out. Literally, when I tell you, if you don't have a friend from high school still in your life and you have like a special language or something like that, maybe not from high school, but if you don't have a special communication with a friend, boy, you missing out on life. Nisa and I have I knew when she wrote that, I knew exactly what she needed me to do. Steven says it is 2:13 p.m. on Tuesday. Damn. So do we make it? Do we make it to Tuesday, Steven? Am I allowed? Can you go to my Instagram page and let me know if I make it? Let me know if I make it to Tuesday. Steven, what does Tuesday look like? Like Tuesday's almost finished. We haven't even, it's 7:14 p.m. here in Los Angeles. I didn't even eat dinner yet. Shit, you almost finished with Tuesday. So you already had dinner for Monday. You already had breakfast for Tuesday. You already finished lunch for Tuesday. And now you're gearing up for dinner for Tuesday. Isn't that crazy? Steven, what does the politics look like on Tuesday? Who's pregnant? What's the headlines for Tuesday? What the stock market is looking like? What kind of releases is Steven? Talk to me about Tuesday, mate. And Steven, one of these days you got to cam up so I can actually meet you, although it's going to be virtual. I'd love to meet you as well. Listen, everybody, it's 15 minutes after the hour. We had a really great workout. For everybody doing the Transform with Tosh, today is day one of our fitness journey. I do promise to do better in our different groups, but I definitely want us all to, I've shuffled these deck of cards this small deck of cards in my hand several times, and every time I glance at the camera because I keep forgetting I have it in my hand, it lands on this number 4, which is interesting. Every single time you can look back on the camera, every single time I've held my hands like this, and I've been sitting here fidgeting and moving it around and stuff like that. And it always lands on number 4. So if anybody is into numbers, Night Nurse says, will you save this live? Baby, don't you already know the language of the Natasha Simona Sequence? I saved every live. Even the show on Friday is saved. I just haven't put it out because remember, we had 2 different shows, not 2 different shows, but 2 different lives happening because the one live got messed up. So I'll post Friday's show, I don't know, overnight or something like that. But I do save every single show. The barbershop isn't a country club. Jesus, Blackman, what you talking about? Archangel Michael 444 is protecting you. I received that, bestie. Shout out to bestie. I received that. But every single time, I don't know if you all have noticed it, but every single time I'm holding my hand like this, it lands on 4. So if anybody's into numbers, these are the number cards in my hand. They were picked randomly because, I've literally, I have a deck of cards. I have a deck of cards, this is some and the other part fell on the ground. But these happen to just be what I picked. And for whatever they do for you, everybody, we're going to go through these if you're into numerology or if you just want some numbers to play on your lottery ticket. The numbers in front of me are the numbers 8, 2. So I've got 8 of spades, 2 of diamonds, 7 hearts, and 4 of spades. Whatever this means to you, there you go. And that's the cards I've been rotating and playing with while I was sitting here talking to our guest. Steven says, I'm into numerology. My number is 7, and 7 is right here in my hands. There you go. Shout out to my sister Cassandra, my older I could not shout her out properly without laughing because my sister and we caught up a little bit on some stuff. This lady is hilarious. My oldest says something wrong with her. And I can't disclose why I'm laughing like this, but we definitely had a lengthy conversation about stuff. Anyway, 8 equals new beginnings. Absolutely. So there goes the 8 right here. 7 is completion. Here's 7 right here. And I didn't, 4, Bestie told us about 4. And anybody want to give me insight on number 2? Is there anything fancy and fun with number 2? 777 minus 9, 311. I don't know where Night Nurse got all those numbers. Is that what all of this adds up to? What is 8 plus 7 plus 2 plus 4? Okay, so this one here is 12. What are these numbers add up to for all of you? What does that mean? Isn't that your number 8? How did you know, Lisa? Did I tell you? 8 is a new number for me. 11 used to be my number. It still is. 11, when I started focusing on numbers and what they mean, 11 came to me. And I'll tell you guys that story another time. When I moved to California and transitioned to California, the number 9 was consistent. And then last year, the number 8 was very, very consistent for me. Very, very, very consistent. So the number 8 is added to that. All of these add up to 21. Oh, okay. We all remember this number, 8675309. Okay. Well, listen, everybody, that's it. I'm going to go and be a mom. We are counting down to the holidays. We are counting down to the end of the year. And there's some really cool shows ahead of us. We have a producer that's coming in on Wednesday. I don't even know if Rick is still in the building. Is he still here? I'm not quick with that. So I don't know if Rick is still in the building, but, I definitely want to thank him for booking tonight's amazing guest. Tomorrow, I have to look at the calendar. I don't know. Ouch. Jesus Christ. I just hurt myself so badly. I'm just gonna act normal. I just hurt my foot. I just hurt my foot so bad. Wow. Mm. Damn it, that hurt so bad. Tomorrow's guest, do we have a guest for tomorrow? I'm trying to see on my calendar here. Oh, we do have a guest coming in tomorrow. We have an author scheduled to come in. I did not see Rick slide that in here. What's her name? Oh, he didn't. Okay. He didn't put her name, but he just put female author. I think he's gathering all that information as well. Sometimes when he does that, he's waiting for 100% booking on that. Wednesday, we have producer Aaron Johnson. And Thursday, we have Laura Food. We've got a whole week packed. He's even got stuff planned for next week. So shout out everybody tag Rick Party and just, I don't know, say whatever you want. But he's doing an awesome job here. I want to thank everybody who comes in, watches the show. Tomorrow. Oh, surprise us tomorrow. Okay. I guess I'll surprise myself because tomorrow's calendar is not complete. So I think he's working on that completion. We had a fitness trainer coming on tomorrow, but looks like we rescheduled that. So yeah. Anyway, everybody, that's the show. I'm gonna go hang out with my children. I'm gonna go be mom. This is the last week of school, so shout out to everybody. I think this week what he was trying to do is schedule everything related to fitness. So this author, I want to say, is another one who wrote a book. And Wednesday, although Wednesday isn't around fitness, this one is a producer that we thought we had before. And that scheduling got crazy. So I know for the next couple of weeks, he wanted to round it out with fitness stuff because we're doing the fitness portion of the Transform with Tosh. Okay. And that's the show, everybody. If you had any glasses, if you had anything to drink, please put those glasses down. They are not for you to take. Did we finish up with the Jackson jerk? No. I'm talking about Derek Jackson. First of all, let's preface that properly. No, I'm done. I'm like a little exhausted talking about him. We'll talk about him tomorrow. We'll talk about Derek Jackson tomorrow. And I'll talk about Kanye tomorrow morning on the morning show. And we will be getting into the book. Where's the book? I left it in the bathroom from my live earlier tonight. So I will see everybody tomorrow morning, 4:30 a.m. Pacific, 7:30 a.m. Eastern. We will be having a morning show. So, bright and early. Oh, it's a number 8. I think I broke my 4 cycle. Now, there goes the 4 right behind it. Everybody, that's it. Thank you back office team and the back office guy. Yeah, he didn't show up today. I didn't quite see him walk in the door, and I don't know where my executive producer. Everybody left me tonight. So I will see myself out since my whole team is not here right now. Everybody, thank you so much. Everybody, please unplug your phones, unplug your chargers, unplug everything from my wall. The Con Edison bill is, do we have Con Edison here? No, it's called LADWP. It's way too ridiculously high. So get all your stuff out of my wall. Make sure you get all your bags and everything, because once that elevator goes down, it does not come back up until tomorrow morning. Please leave all my cups, my glasses, and all of my silverware. If you were eating, please leave them behind. When I have merchandise for you to buy, you can take those with you. But for now, leave all of my stuff here. And if you have napkins, please throw them directly in the trash, because why? That's disgusting. I'll see you all tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your night, everybody. I love you, and I really, really appreciate you for supporting me. Oh, how could I forget? If you enjoyed what you've received this evening, please, tip your host at my Cash App, Golden Mommy, GoldenMommy, Golden Mommy. That's me. If you don't have Cash App, I have everything else. You just have to message me until I learn how to put it in the link in the bio. If you don't remember the link in the bio, if you don't remember my Cash App because I said it so quickly, go to the link in the bio and it's there. I thank you all in advance, and I thank you for everyone that does contribute. My gratitude is truly deep. Thank you. And that's the show. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.